Hey guys, welcome back to our 9th episode. We are in good company or en buena compañía. My name is Aizy.
This is Evelyn.
Shanti.
And we are happy to have you guys back in our episode
9. Almost double digit. Almost double
digits. So this episode is gonna, get us a little bit vulnerability, intimate with our conversations. So we have this game that it's pretty common and known online called We're Not Really Strangers. And essentially the point of this game is getting intimate with your friends and seeing, are we really strangers? Do you really know me? Whoa. So there's three different levels. Stay tuned. So there's 3 different levels of how deep the conversation gets. So level 1, level 2, level 3. I think for each level we should probably pull out one card, right? So who wants to pull out level 1? Oh. Let's just say, wait, there might be tears, there might be laughs, so be prepared.
I was not prepared.
Maybe we should have read the instructions.
All right, Visa, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. Right. Well, only because my birthday's coming up. Whoa, I guess you guys asked.
Birthday's over
here. Oh. Yeah. Wait, do I tell you guys? Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, you have to read it.
Do you think I've ever been fired from a job? If so, what for?
Who are you asking? Because I already answered that.
Do you think I've ever been fired from a job?
Oh,
if so,
you're asking.
Yeah.
We're
answering.
Yeah. My brain is off.
If I have ever been fired from a job, if so, for what?
I feel like I know, so no, you have not been fired
you
from
have
a job.
not.
Oh.
Hey, that I know of.
Okay, well,
that's because I'm an excellent worker.
She shows up every single day. They're all waiting for her to call off. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Honestly, I got fired from a job once.
I didn't ask you the question.
Whoa! Baby, you don't have to tell your story.
What about the game so it could be on me? Whoa! Okay, anyways. I got fired once, but I'm just saying it ended up working out because I sued them. And I ended up winning, but I'm not the type of person that sues like that. I'm not like that either, but
this is America.
Hey, you can sue for anything here.
All right, level 2.
Level 2. If you could get to know someone in your life on a deeper level, who would it be and why?
Already in my life, it currently existing?
Bitch, it just says
anyone.
To get to know someone. Yeah, someone.
At a deeper level?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a lot of thought.
Ooh. Yeah.
Do you have someone in mind?
No.
Wait, is it like in my life I already know them? Or like a famous
if you can
person,
get someone,
anybody in the world?
Well, someone that you don't know at a deeper level. That you would want to know at a deeper level.
Anyone you're just like, ooh, I would like to get to know this person and know their deepest, darkest secrets.
Shawn Mendes.
No, I'm not shocked. I'm
kidding.
Cleopatra took over an entire empire. She fucked with the enemy, made him her bitch. Like, why wouldn't I want to talk to her?
Yeah, she a bad bitch.
I need to learn from her scripture. Because that's a Bible.
You're like, give me your playbook. Mm-hmm. I get that.
Honestly, I can't really think of someone right now, to be honest.
That you know is Shawn Mendes.
No, it's a joke. To a deeper level like that, no, it's more like a crush.
Because I already know him that deep.
Yeah. I already read his biography.
I already saw his documentary. Anyways, I'll put it level 3. Oh. What the hell?
What?
Do you think I've ever checked an ex's phone for Oh no! Why would that question even pop up?
Bitch, hell yeah.
Hey.
Whoa, I think they're trying to tell us something.
Whoa. I don't know. So your answer is yeah.
Yes.
Dang, so passionately. Well, I had to. Unfortunately, I had to, all right, at the time. So, whoa. All right, y'all want to do another question?
Yeah.
All right. You want to start, Shanti, now? Level 1, now this time you can choose any level. Level 1, level 2, or level 3.
Level 1. Do you think I fall easily?
No,
fall in love easily? Why or why not?
Yes, I think so. I think you fall in love easily in a good way. Like, you don't fall in love with just anything, but if something really grabs your heart, I think, like, yes, you do fall in love easily.
I would agree. I feel like it's not that you're like a I mean, yeah, you are like a liver girl, but you're not like those obsessed with guys type of girls.
Yeah.
But you do, like Evelyn says, like when you like something, you're super loyal, so you'll stick with it. But like, they just gotta commit. So I feel like yes, you do fall in love.
Yeah, I would say like once I'm in, I'm in. Like you know, I'm devoted as hell.
Yeah. Oh, all right, put that one back. Hey, hoping I get this one again. Just kidding. I'll be here next.
Hey, when Evelyn
level 1, level 2, or level 3.
Oh, let's see how deep you bitches are.
Ew.
Wow, I'm not talking about the Jakey take. Anyways.
What is it? What?
Wait.
Not her evil laugh.
Do I look kind? Explain.
Do we have to explain?
Hey, knee slapper right here.
Hey, Amy. What?
This bitch. Hey. Do y'all think she looked kind if y'all saw her walking down the street? Not
I've been
smiling.
told I have a... Whoa. and when I thought it was
your aura, I feel like gives kindness. Like when you talk, like
once you open your mouth.
Yeah, but when it comes to look,
I've been told that I am really kind when I open my mouth.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
But when I look at you,
Brian, get your girl.
Get your girl right now, officer, arrest her. But when I look at you, I feel like I'm like a little. Like, if I didn't know you, I'd be a little intimidated because I'm like, I don't know this girl's vibe.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't lie and say I've never heard that before.
Yeah. I feel like once you start talking, though, it's like, oh, she's cool. She's funny. You know?
So, no. The answer is no.
No. I'm asking a level 2 question. Whoa. God, please don't embarrass me. Okay, this is for y'all. What's the best compliment a stranger has given you?
Oh, to us?
Yeah.
And when she's all mad because she thought it was going to question.
No, I can answer it too. I'll answer it, but I have to think about it. Because all the compliments I get, it's kind of hard to keep up.
You're like, best one? I don't know.
I'm like, to choose one?
For real. I feel like, I'll start off just because, I pulled it up.
I'm not judging you.
Hey,
which one?
I feel like one of the best compliments like I like to receive is more like my personality. Honestly, you're so easygoing or like your energy makes me feel very comfortable. Yeah. That's my favorite kind of compliment. But aside from like the inside stuff, my eyes.
She's like, besides the bullshit answer y'all want to hear.
I get it. I'm not kidding.
Hey, maybe someone did win Best Eyes in high
school. Got a little competitive though, not gonna lie.
I would say my mind. Like, I've had people compliment the way my mind works. Like, I have people tell me, like, I like the way you process information. Like, I like the way you think, you know? Like, I've always... But, like, my personality, too, like, people tell me, like, you're really calm, you're easygoing, like, you know. But I would say when they compliment me on my mind or my energy, like, my vibes, like, I feel like that's probably the best.
Yeah, I love that compliment. It's just your energy.
Yeah, that is a good compliment.
Like, Which I know what you're thinking because I had to say, I love that.
Say it.
Okay, because I know what you're thinking because I say, I love that too. And you're making fun of me because of that.
No, that's
okay, B, what's the best compliment you like?
For me that I've received from a stranger would probably be like that they feel like, when they tell me like, oh my God, I just feel like I know you, like you're just so cool.
I think that's actually a great compliment too. When people say, I feel like I've known you for years.
Yeah.
That makes me feel like home. It hits home and you're like.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, when they say you're so real, I feel like when people say that to me, I feel like, damn.
I can see that.
And that's true because there ain't a lot of real people out there. Honestly, you're one of the realest people I've met.
Yeah, she'll tell you what you don't want to hear. That's how fucking real she
is. For real, bro.
She'll bring you back to fucking reality. You're like, God damn.
I feel like, so you thought jumping off a bridge, you were going to land on 2 feet and like fly.
Oh, you got me there.
That's preposterous. But,
Yeah, dude. I feel like, honestly, that's what you need sometimes. I'm thankful to have friends like that are real and are always honest with me because sometimes I get lost in my own thoughts, you know? Yeah, I start like I start self-sabotaging myself and I'm just like, wait. And then I'll call one of y'all. Like this past week, I was like, dude, what do you think about this? Am I over-exaggerating? And you're like, yeah, you're over-exaggerating. About some simple thing that I was overthinking.
Yeah, Chantel's perfect with like simplifying things in the best way, like
but honestly, and I appreciate that about you. Hey, whoa, I didn't know this was gonna be a thankful video, but be honestly, hey, Chantel's like, am I here for it though?
Hey, Emma, she's all saying that because she's like, all right, someone compliment me.
Hey, honestly, the This vest brings out her eyes, though. It brings
honestly, I love getting everyday calls from Evelyn. She's always knows how to uplift me and put me in a better mood.
Oh, yeah.
And she's been waiting for me to say that all year. Hey, April 11th, dear diary.
No, but honestly though, yeah, I feel like both of the combination of both of y'all. In my life personally, I feel like you keep it so real, you keep it so honest and real too, but in a way, in a calm and a wild way, you know? And it's just like,
it's like, boom, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you need right now?
For real. But yeah, I mean, have you guys ever felt you guys have self-sabotage yourself to a point where you're just kind of questioning yourself, whether it's a relationship, whether it's yourself, a friendship? Do you feel like you ever self-sabotage yourself in any?
Yeah, I feel like I do it all the time because of procrastination. Like, I feel like there's no urgency. If you give me too much time for something, like, I'm gonna overestimate that time, you know? And I'm gonna be like, oh, got 2 weeks. Oh.
Yes.
And then it's like the day before, 3 days, and I'm like, God damn, like, and then I got that motivation, you know? I would say that's my most sabotaging feature. But at the same time, like, I always end up getting it done, so I think that's why I don't change my ways, you know?
To do it.
Yeah, because I accomplish what I need to do. It's just I'm doing it more in a stressful way. I feel like that's why it's like self-sabotaging, because it's like, bro, why don't I learn? Like, you know? But maybe because I need to really eat shit, and maybe that's when I'll be like,
you don't want that.
Like you said last time, you learn. It's like I don't learn from people's experiences, I learn from my own.
Yeah, bro, I hate that. I'm so stubborn, bro. I hate it.
No, that's how we learn sometimes. What about you?
I feel like for me, I definitely, when I'm like looking back, moments where I think I self-sabotaged and it did cause like a lasting effect. I think definitely like when I started my relationship, I think early on, like I think I would be so defensive and so ready to like jump, or like just so ready to like okay, I'm done, like walking away.
Oh, like quit,
because I wanted to quit before they quit on me.
Ooh,
you know, so I feel like
response.
And I just feel like I was just self-sabotaging myself, thinking like, you know, living with that response of like, oh, people will always leave you, you know. And I feel like that's unfortunate, because that's when I stopped just self-sabotaging myself, but I also sabotaged like my relationship, you know? Because they kind of had to like work through me, kind of working through that. So it's just unfortunate that like, I feel like, you know, self-sabotaging, we all do a little bit, but when it starts inflicting it on others, that's when it's like you have to really take a step back and like look like, how can I change this?
How do you think it's evolved from the beginning of your relationship to now? Do you still feel like you catch yourself self-sabotaging?
I feel like, you know what, once we got back together, I feel like it was crazy. We were just a different relationship. So I feel like we both kind of went in like, we're no longer gonna do the things that like led us to break up.
Maybe you guys needed just some time apart, like to really, you know, kind of see what's out there, but then also realize like, no, I miss this guy. I love him, you know? Like,
yeah, honestly,
every relationship's different.
I love that. I one thing Chantel told me before, it's like, I don't chase, I attract. What's simply for me will come and find me. That was deep, dude. And I use that every single day as like my morning manifestations. It's like, time is healing. Whether someone's meant to come back in my life, then only time will show it.
Yeah, if it's meant, it like that saying, if you love a person, you let it go, and if they come back, it's meant to be. You know,
a lot of self-sabotaging though do come from traumas. So like you said, you know, we respond to self-sabotaging. We think about, for example, if we have a fear of someone leaving us when we were kids, we have that fear as we're older, but now it kind of evolves in a way of like, oh, before they do it, I'm gonna do it first. You're kind of in fight or flight mode. And to constantly be in that mode can be stressing, because the energy that you're spending of just being cautious of, oh, I'm going to try to see if he does this to me first. Before he does this, I'm going to do that. You know, you spend so time and energy for that.
Do you self-sabotage? Are we still asking questions? Yes.
I do self-sabotage. I'm guilty. Whoa, officer, court, judge, take me to jail.
Take her to jail.
Yeah, honestly, I do self-sabotage. I actually was going through a phase where I was self-sabotaging a lot constantly, where I was kind of wondering what was going on with me. I started questioning, like, is something wrong with me? You know? But I realized that, I think it's a power of just shifting your mind to positive things, and in a sense of, I guess, when I self-sabotage, things like this come in my mind. I'm just going to use an example. It's just like, dude, you probably didn't do enough. You know, you're probably not even pretty enough, or you lack this many things. But it's like, why is my mind constantly telling me that? And I realize my mind and my thoughts are not me. So I have to constantly shift them and tell them like, no, it's not like that. I'm better. I'm skilled. I'm knowledgeable. I'm capable of much more. So it's a battle of me and my mind. I never understood that saying, it's really you versus you. It really is. When you think about mentally, physically, it's like your body, your mind is fighting you. And as sometimes you don't want to wake up in the morning, but you're telling yourself, I have to do this to myself. I have to discipline. I have to make myself believe and know that I am better.
I agree. And I feel like that's why we need to like do a lot of healing, like inner healing, because when you don't, it does affect the people around you, you know, like, and so, and it affects you. So that's actually the worst part, is like it affects you, and it's like a domino effect. Don't be afraid to do things. Like don't put fear in your head. Like always imagine yourself when you're 30, 40, 60, 80 and be like, how would I feel in this moment? Like how would I be like, damn, if I was 25 again, or if I was 28 again, if I was 29, 30, whatever. Like think about yourself as an old person. Like how would you think and how would you feel if you can go back, you know, and be that person again? Because I feel like that type of like mentality where like you're negative and you put a lot of hurdles in front of you that don't need to be there, you are kind of putting yourself in a box. And I feel like, I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I feel like that can make you really regretful. That can make you feel kind of like, and this can even mean with love, you know, like there's people that didn't put their heart out or didn't tell this person like how they felt, and they just moved on with their life, and they live with the if, the could, the what if, you know, like. And so, yeah, like, I think, like, your 20s are kind of like that fuck it, you know, age where, you know, risk it, you know, like, put yourself out there.
And you know, we were saying, like, I saw that people's biggest regrets in life are literally the two things you just said. Like, not living for themselves and, like, regret not saying the things they wishing they would have said the things that they never said to people. Those are like people's top regrets. It's crazy.
I think people get stuck on their decision based on past experiences.
And my mom, she's a woman that like really lived her life before she had us. Like she had us in her 30s, so you know, she lived in LA, she had a good job, she lived in a downtown building, like, you know, she lived her life. And so, you know, I kind of learned from her. Like she always told me, like, Mija, you're only young once. Like, dress to impress. Always look your best, because time flies. You're going to be my age. You're going to be like, oh, I should have worn that dress. Oh, you know what? I wasn't even that fat. Like, what the hell was I thinking? I should have worn that bikini, you know? Like, you just don't want to live like that. My mom is a happy person. Like, she's like a ball of joy. Like anywhere you take her, she's so, but I think it really is because she lived her life. She didn't have any regrets.
She's very happy with herself.
Exactly. She's content, you know, like she's content with herself. Like she doesn't feel like she's missing out. She's not bitter when she sees young women looking fine. Like if anything, she'll fix your boobs, you know, like
she's definitely for the girls.
She really is. But yeah, I feel like that's why it's like, like self-sabotage, it sucks.
It's fear. You know?
Yeah, it is.
Bliss is on the other side of fear. We live our lives with fears, constantly worrying about things that aren't probably even going to happen. And we get stuck in that cycle of overthinking of what if this happens? What if that happens? We have to cut those mental ropes, because these mental ropes are subconsciously in our mind. And I think once we break loose from those ropes, we feel free. We expand our mind to other things and other interests and other uplifting things that aren't going to keep us in that cage, in that box, like you said. I was actually reading, you know, the goldfish, you guys, you know how small goldfishes are, right?
Oh yeah,
they're like an inch or 2 inch. Did you guys know that their size depends on the tank? So if they're in a very small tank, they're only growing to grow around an inch or 2. But you know that goldfishes normally can grow up to 14 inches.
Yeah, I saw.
So if they're in so if you're in their natural clean water and a clean environment, they're going to grow to their best potential that they can. Why are they limited to growing? It kind of goes back to how we are. We're limited with our thoughts and our fears, and that's why we don't open up.
We're limited to the ceiling that we place above ourselves.
Yep. So it made me kind of think about it. It's just like, well, look, it's the goldfish is not really nourished. It's not in the best environment. It's home environment. Then it's staying small. And it goes back to once it goes and grows in the ocean or lake, wherever it's from, it goes back to who we're surrounded with. If people are constantly growing, we're going to grow with them. You know, so we have to keep our water clean, our people clean, people that are going to bring positive things into our life and not negative and always gossiping and saying negative stuff, because it does bring us down. Sometimes we don't know it because we're just trying to be there for them, but subconsciously, it does affect us in our everyday life. And we think about it and we're like, oh yeah, you know what? She was right about this person.
I agree. I feel like negativity, like being around people that are so negative or always talking about people, like you know, back then I mean, I still like the chisme, you know, but there's certain chismes where it's not chisme, it's just talking about a person's character, and like, you know, back then it didn't bother me, but now I get like uncomfortable like around that energy. Like I just walk out because I'm like, no, you know, like it's just no.
Chisme could be good, but there's a certain extent to everything.
Yeah, like there's talking shit in the chisme, you know. Like,
but I do like to talk shit about people that
deserve it.
Yes. Hey, that definitely does help uplift me a little bit, you know. Like I just gotta, like, let's be honest, if it's someone that did you dirty, it's sometimes good to release that, because it's like sometimes you hold that in. Like I think, definitely you shouldn't talk shit about people just as like, oh, they're ugly, they're, you know, XYZ, they should change that. Control. Yeah, like about a physical, it's like that's really below the level, and that's like, again, it's someone that you totally fucking hate and you despise, and you're just talking shit to talk shit, you know. But I don't think that you should do that with everybody, you know. If you're talking shit, it's like your release and like make it defined. But you know, but I do agree, when you surround yourself and you talk about negativity, it's like you're manifesting that. It's like are also like bringing that energy around you. And I honestly, I have realized, like, I'm careful what I say out loud, because when I say shit really do be happening, and I hate that for me. I hate being manifested.
You throw the universe throws you what you throw it to it.
Yeah.
And they say you have moles too by your lips, and I have one on my lips, so you better watch out. Don't fucking
wait, what?
Have you ever moled lips? They say that what you say like manifest. Like, you know,
I have 2 moles on my lips. Hey.
No, you just manifest your crazy thoughts.
Whoa. I don't have crazy thoughts anymore. No, I feel like honestly now I'm learning to let go of stuff. I'm learning to let go. I feel like we all get in a really low point in our lives. Yeah. And we just have to, you know, go with life and keep moving forward, because we're going to stay low and everyone's going to keep moving forwards with their life, and we're just going to stay stuck there. We got to find better for ourselves.
I think it just comes down to like accepting the reality, accepting what happened to you, and just being like, okay, but I gotta go. You know, I gotta go.
Like, that was the end of this chapter.
Yeah, I think it's like, you have to think, if I hold on to this today, am I gonna be holding myself back tomorrow? You know, you have to move past your fear.
Your past. Your past does not dictate your future. You know, like I said earlier, I'm not who I was yesterday. I was probably you know, having a really great day yesterday, but today I'm feeling amazing. So don't let your past dictate your future, because you're smarter than that. You're better than that. And you have to show your mind that.
And I think, too, like, when you think about where you're at, think about it. Despite your self-sabotaging, or the moments you failed, the moments you succeeded, like, you're here today. Like, life will always continue, and you can't be stuck on what happened days ago, because you've already superseded that. You're here. Like, you're surpassed that moment. You know, just continue to move forward. And I think it's important to have, like, that support system. You know, have you guys seen that video of Ariana Grande where she's talking about how, like, people are body shaming her, and she's like,
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah.
It's sad. They were body shaming her because they were saying she's too skinny and small now.
Yeah, they were saying that they were comparing her to they were comparing her to, like, a few years before, and she said, it's funny that you guys are suggesting that I'm below weight and sickly, when in actuality I'm the healthiest I've ever been. Those photos you're comparing me to are when I was on antidepressants, I was drinking a lot, I was eating unhealthy. So contrary to what you believe in your perceptions of me, I'm actually the healthiest and happiest that I've ever been.
I don't know why people, there's always going to be people always body shaming, and it's hurtful. Like, I feel like I've been body shaming. I feel like we all compare our bodies.
I like as women, we get body shame like crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
We're too skinny, we're too fat, we're too this. Like, it's crazy. I think, and then our bodies are trends. Have you noticed that? Like, the 90s was super skinny, you know, and then like the 2000s was like that really thin stomach, you know, and big ass boobs, and then now it's like big old butt, big old boobs, thick. Like, it's just crazy.
Now it's becoming like slim, thick.
Yeah.
Why are we so focused on that, you know, when there's so many things to enjoy in life? Like, honestly, dude, I see videos on girls on TikTok. They're like, honestly, I'm gonna eat what I want when I want, and they're like lying to be super happy, and just I love when girls expose their bodies, and they're just confident, and they're confident and comfortable. I'm confident and comfortable with my body, and it's not the ideal body that you would see in a model. you know? Yeah. And you're just like, that's exactly what I need. And you feel so much better even going out for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel like we just need, like, we need to move on from body shaming. Because I feel like even the healthy stuff, like, bro, there can be a person that can be 200 pounds and they're healthier than the person that's like 130 or 120, you know? Like, health has nothing to do with your weight, really. It's how you eat, you know, how you take care of yourself. Like, it's like, you know, how's your blood sugar? Like, all those little things, it's like really shows like how healthy you really are. So it's like you can see someone who's like pretty on the bigger side and you'll be shocked because they're like way healthier than this other person that you would think is like goes to the gym, you know?
Like I remember actually like you're saying that, and look at and then a great example of that is I remember like on the show The Real. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that. Lonnie Love, she's like a comedian, and they did like a body mass index, and Adrienne Bailon, who's like you guys know who Adrienne, she was a cheater, friends for life. So they did like a BMI, and Adrienne, 46% of her body was fat. And she's like a petite, tiny person, and she's not, I don't think she's, obviously probably the BMI says she's overweight, but like she's not overweight, she's like very petite, very little. Yeah. And her BMI was 46%, and like Lonnie's was like 30, 35. And she's like, you know, a much larger woman. So that goes to show, back to your point, like, shape does not define healthiness. Because technically, Adrienne is unhealthy. She's the most unhealthiest out of both. And they have, you know, totally different body shapes.
Yeah. And honestly, like, you know, like, back to the Ariana Grande, like, bro, I've heard people always talk about her body, to be honest. Like, I remember when people found out she's the same age as Cardi B. And people were like, what? Like, why should be a little girl? And Cardi, you know, is like, Cardi looks like a woman, you know, to the world. So it's sad. I do feel for the girl because I've always heard people talk about her.
Yeah. We all come in different shapes and sizes. And I think that's what people often tend to forget. Yeah. When I go out somewhere, oh my goodness, you're so small, or I want to be like that. And I'm just like, I think there was a phase in my life like 3-4 years ago where people would be like, you're so skinny, I want to be like that. But little dude, they know I was low in iron. I was low in a lot of my freaking vitamins. Hey, dude, they're like, well, you don't want to wake up with this headache in the morning, though. Hey, my eyes all crooked. And I'm like, whoa. But I'm just like, I think people perceive a body and be like, wow, that's the ideal body. But they don't really know internally what that person's going through. Yeah. The pain. Some people starve themselves to death because they want to be skinny. You know? Yeah. Some people fight a lot. Personally, me, I'll be fighting a lot to eat more calories and protein because I want to get a little thicker. But it's hard. It is hard. And I sometimes can't reach that goal, but I have to accept it and let it go and be like, hey, I'm trying. Yeah. If I can't, then I can't. Everybody's body's different.
Yeah, we just need to love our bodies, bro, and accept it, you know, and
what are some ways that you would say helped you love you in yourself and your body?
My body, I think wearing stuff that make me feel comfortable, you know, like probably wearing things that I wouldn't think that I can wear, but just wearing it and then liking it and realizing like, no, this is that. Like, I remember like growing up, I don't know why I was so self-conscious because I've always been like pretty skinny, you know, but it was like middle school, probably end of elementary. I would go to the beach and I would wear like PE shorts and like a big old t-shirt. Like I would get in the water like that. Like, I don't know why I didn't want to show my skin. Like, I didn't even like wearing shorts. Like,
wait, do you think it has to do something with maybe how you were raised in a religious household? Because that personally did happen to me.
I was just self-conscious. My mom was the one like, mija, like, why are you covering? You know, even my tias were like, I was in middle school and they were just like, mija, like, why are you so self-conscious? Like, they were tripping out, but I just didn't feel comfortable showing my skin. Like, it was weird. Like, I don't know. I was like a tomboy. Like, let's just put it that way. It wasn't a religious. It was a tomboy mentality. Like, I just didn't feel comfortable, you know, wearing a bikini. And then I finally did. I started wearing shorts to school, and I started little by little. And then, like, I started wearing bikinis. And then, like, you know, I just kind of, like, started little by little until it reached to a point where I actually do feel comfortable and confident to wear a mini skirt and a crop top, you know, and, like, I started liking my body. But it took time. It really did. It took time.
Yeah. What about you?
What do
you think made you really help you accept I love my body and I love me for who I am?
I just feel like you come to a point where you're like, I'm gonna get old and I'm gonna regret like, I'm going to regret not looking like a hoochie hoe. So I might as well wear the motherfucking shirt today that it's age appropriate.
Preach.
Then regret it in 10, 15 years when people are talking smack about me because I'm wearing the same top.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like you have to think, I love this shirt. It looks good regardless of what people's standards of beauty or opinions are. If I enjoy it, I'm going to wear it because, again, only I'm going to go to the grave knowing the things that I missed out on. So there's no pain in me wearing what the fuck I want, me enjoying myself, and, like, looking motherfucking good and feeling good.
Yeah. And I honestly, like, I love seeing women just so confident in themselves and their body. Like, it's just for me, like, even my mom is 60-something. And you'll still catch her in a bikini. Like, that woman is not, you know.
You'll catch her with the low cut,
mini skirt, high heels. Like,
Dude,
my mom, like, age ain't nothing but a number to her.
Goals.
Literally. Yeah.
I love that. Honestly,
age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah, the confidence is everything.
Yeah.
I feel like when I started working out because I physically wanted to look better. But then I actually fell in love with the process of how it was helping me mentally. And I was like, whoa, I see now why I work out. Yeah. You know, whether, honestly, I can be working out and not get, like, the big muscles or anything that I want yet, because it takes time, you know. But I can see myself mentally feeling better. Yeah. You know? They say that's that can always help with anxiety, and it's been helping me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like moving your body, like, you know, they say a lot of your trauma is stored in your body. Like, you erase it, but your body will never forget, like, ever. Yeah. That's why, like, you know, when you're uncomfortable, your body shakes or you're trembling, and you're kind of like, what's going on with me? And it's because your body is reacting to something.
And a lot of big diseases are kind of caused by our stress levels and how we are and how we, whether it's trauma or whatever we hold inside. It can sometimes, I've read, like, can lead to cancer and people without even knowing. Yeah. Holding anger for so long, for so many years, it can probably lead to that.
The worst part is even if you use too much hand sanitizer, like, you can kill the flora.
I know.
Dude, too much of everything is bad.
Literally. Even water, bitch. You know,
you
can drown.
Yeah.
Drink too much water, you can die.
Some lady died at a radio station contest because she was drinking too much water.
Oh my God.
She drowned. Like, I guess technically she drowned.
I heard there was a person that died because they were addicted to water. Yeah.
And isn't it crazy because how much % of our body's made out of water?
You might as well smoke crack then.
I know. That shit water can kill you.
In moderation.
Yeah, I think everything comes with moderation.
Yeah, I'd rather have a nice trip, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, honestly, we appreciate you guys so much for tuning into this episode. You know, we hope you enjoyed this with us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share this shit with your homies if you care. You can find me on Instagram under iEasy.
And Evelyn under, you'll see it in the bio, in the description.
And this is Shanti.
So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode.